Hello everybody, welcome to the 14th race of Junkyard Cup season, the 4th race in the playoffs. I'll be alone in the booth for this race. Hopefully we'll get somebody else at the elimination race for Degatala. As green flag drops, we are racing at Texas. Yay! Okay, that's cringe. That is actually cringe. We have Ty Dillon, then lead him down to turn 1. Playoff driver, Eric Jones, another playoff driver. Then get to the inside. Chad Fincham, another playoff driver, in third. As Eric Jones going to take the lead away pretty early. Yeah. Now, Quinn Houff, a non-playoff driver, second. Alex Bowman, a playoff driver, try to take second away from Quinn Houff now. With Suarez looks like he's going to try to follow Alex Bowman. And the playoff driver, Chad Fincham and Ty Dillon, they have fallen backwards, with Eric Jones having a pretty big lead, especially here at Texas. And Suarez and Bowman are now going to try to battle it out. Do I hear wrecking noises? Nope, I didn't hear anything. I'm tripping. So yeah, anyways. Ooh, Ty Dillon looks like he tried to send it 3 wide. Was not able to get underneath Suarez. Eric Jones is going to have a pretty decent lead here. Why do I keep hearing wrecking? I'm going to go in this camera. Woo! As Vicar Racing's falling backwards a lot here. Eric Jones still having a pretty big lead. They're going to go 3 wide. They're going to go 3 wide up front as well. I didn't even notice. I was looking in the back. They're going to stay 3 wide. Seahawks try to fight on the outside. Looks like the inside at the shuffle, but they're going to stack up 3 wide. Jones still has a lead. Looks like Eric Jones. Ty Dillon and Bowman, they actually looks like they tied that last lap. Hold on, I want to see that tie. So just cause of curiosity, we're gonna pause time with the power of yes and check back. You know, I want to see this. I heard a crash noise. Hold up. What? Maybe I didn't hear a crash noise, but I want to see this between. Oh my, that finish. Ty Dillon got the spot though, just barely. Dead. That's crazy. That. Probably that was the lead finish, but nope, wasn't. And now we're in a unpause time with the power of yes. Get back to racing. Yes, they did gain about 5/100ths of a second in that lap. Bowman did. Can they gain any more time, or will they lose time this lap? We're about to find out. And they gain time. Trying to keep up with Jones. Let's see who has the speed advantage down the back straightaway. And it looks pretty even. But I think it's going to go to Bowman. Here at speed advantage. He's going to try to push the car. And playoff drivers. Top 4 playoff drivers on the inside. Slowski. He's there too, but not a playoff driver. Here comes Bush to the inside of Alex Bowman. Keep in mind, Kyle Busch has locked himself in. Oh, wreck in the back! A massive crash here at Texas with Joy. It's the big one. And Suarez is gonna get knocked up and over. Brendan Poole's in it. Suarez, Chad Fincham, Chase Elliott, Johnson, a lot of playoff drivers. Cody Ware got through it. Timmy Hill, Ryan Newman. Caution's out. So in a lineup, single file behind the pace car. Let's see what happened. I was about to say that Kyle Busch just locked himself in the playoffs. Then the big one comes out. Let's see what happened. So, just a massive crash on the backstretch here. Let's see what started it. It's on a far away. Oh! So, what started it was... So, coming off 2, Hamlin came up, got into Dillon, knocked him into Newman, and then Logano got in, and they also wrecked the back too. I think that's the Benedetto, and they just kept on wrecking, and they would not stop wrecking. We can get a good camera angle of this crash. Let's see this again. So yeah, coming off 2, they got into each other, and then Newman, Logano, Newman got into each other. Then how did Logano also got hit by something too that spun him around? I think he just spun off Newman that got into Suarez there. And then it's just a massive crash, nowhere to go. I want to get on board of a Chase Elliott. Just getting on board of Elliott here. Driving into this crash. Started him coming off. But started coming off 4 here, going down the back, coming off 4, going on the front stretch. And I'm just gonna be silent here, just let it happen. As you can see, there's just nowhere to go for these drivers. Cannot, practically impossible to avoid this crash. But other than that, we might see some green flag stops here, as yes we do. A lot of cars will most likely be out because of this crash. Or they're just going to go a lot down. So it seems like, what's the call gonna be here? It looks like it's gonna be right sides and fuel. And I think not the 17 won the race off. 17 won the race off pit road. Eric Jones getting second. Maybe the 17 just took a splash of fuel. Try to conserve. Maybe he didn't want to take those trash to the right sides. He probably wanted to get an early lead. I mean, he was 7th. So who knows? The big one happening on lap 8. Or was it? The big one happening on lap 8. And I don't know what they're doing here. I think I was just, okay. AI, I don't know what you're doing, but we're gonna accelerate time with the power of yes. Because I feel like it. And we gotta see when these kids go green. Which is gonna be this time. The lights are off. Is this the backstretch? No, it's the backstretch. 3, 4. Green flags back out. That's Texas. You have a lot of you have a lot of drivers on the inside. You think this would be a double file restart? As Cody Ware could actually get an advantage. I mean, not Cody. Joey Gates could have it. Looks like he's trying to pass a playoff driver, Eric Jones. Kurt Busch, a playoff driver who got involved in the crash, fixed his car, but is now lapped down. That's gotta be a tough luck for Kurt. But Chris Buescher emerging from the flames. I don't know why I'm saying that, he just did. And those right side tires for Eric Jones have helped him out. He's going to push up to the front again. Maybe he wanted to take those right sides as Buescher's down is going to fall backwards. 200 miles. The pace is 200 miles per hour on the front stretch, about 180, and then you accelerate back up in the corners. So you see the strategy here. As Chris Buescher is just going to fall backwards. If he gets past 7, if he gets to 8th place or 7th place, maybe taking right side should have been the call. He's going to try to side draft Keselowski. But Eric Jones, playoff driver, is going to remain in the lead. At this point, the 17 might as well just be a slow car. Not those fresh tires. There goes Kyle Busch to the inside of Eric Jones, coming down to 10 to go. He's not clear just yet. Now he's clear. 10 laps to go at Texas Motor Speedway. Looks like Eric Jones wants to try to challenge him going through 3 and 4. Just like he did. Nope, he's going to stay single file. Oh, he's looking underneath. There he goes. Who's going to get to the line first? Busch. Now, back in that Daytona race, I think that was that in the Coca-Cola 400, we saw Kyle Busch try to fight on the outside with Alex Bowman, and Bowman just got like good acceleration at the end and was able to just pack it down and beating Busch by I think 1/100th of a second, which was the closest finish in Dunkin' Donuts history. Here goes Kyle Busch to the inside. Eric Jones are going to fight it down the backstretch. Bowman looks like he's going to try to get the advantage, but the backstretch is not long enough. Kyle Busch will take the lead. The pack has caught up. Well, what's left of the pack at least. Brad Keselowski, non-playoff driver, trying to fight for the win and nothing else. William Byron, a playoff driver, and he'll be third in the playoffs right now. He's third out of the playoff drivers racing, but fourth in the actual race. Ty Dillon, he's there as well. Now, as I was saying before the big one happened, Kyle Busch, he's locked himself in the playoffs, so he doesn't need this win as much as these other drivers do. And I was holding in a sneeze right there, because I felt like it. Eric Jones will try to pack it down to the inside of Busch. Did not do it. He's like Eric Jones. Every time he does that, looks like he's trying to set up for a last lap pass on Kyle Busch going in that final corner. Every time he does it, he's so close, but Busch always gets him by about in between 3/100ths of a second and 2/100ths of a second. Every time. But Jones is going to get a pretty decent lead as Busch then try to tuck back in line on the inside. Only 4 laps remain in this race. Eric Jones leads. Kyle Busch is in second. We're going to have 1 lap of crank it up starting when we cross the start finish line. And that crank it up will end if something interesting happens or if that lap ends. And crank it up begins now. with our cranking up being concluded pretty fast there. Again, Jones somehow cannot able to keep up with Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch seems like he's able to make the move pretty easily, only 2 to go, but Jones has not been able to do it as well as Busch can. They went pretty fast going in that corner. Here, can he do it? White flags out. 1 lap to go for Kyle Busch. Eric Jones, he's been setting him up all day for this last lap move. Can he do it? He's going to stay tucked in line. This is his last chance. He's been practicing all race for this. He stays tucked in line. He's looking low. Can't commit. Off turn 4. Kyle Busch wins at Texas Motor Speedway. He did not need this win. He was locked in the playoffs, but he's a show-off. He had to do it. Kyle Busch winning another race. He's on his game today. He is on his game in the playoffs. He is one of the drivers he should be looking out for to win the championship. Who knows? But I will see you in the next race. Peace. And I don't know, I didn't say that, but basically, okay, the next race will be at Talladega, which will be the elimination race. Talladega will be the elimination race, and yeah, nothing more to say. And this is the actual piece, but points will be next. So I'll see you with the points. Peace, I guess. And these are the points from after Texas. We have Kyle Busch staying as the points leader in the playoffs. William Byron somehow caught back up, but they have both locked themselves in the playoffs. Everybody with more than 20 points, everybody with more than 17 points has locked themselves inside the playoffs. So, Logano. So yeah, everybody with more than 17 points has locked themselves in the playoffs. So Eric Jones and above, they've all locked themselves in the playoffs. They're in. But for example, if Denny Hamlin or Ryan Blaney, if they were to get a race win, they would be ahead of a lot of these guys. Well, not a lot of these guys. They'd be ahead of one of these guys. So, look, but mainly McDowell here. If Blaney or Hamlin were to get a win, McDowell would be out of the count for the playoffs. That is, if he's outside the top 10 in the playoffs. So most likely he will advance into the round of 12, because he got a pretty solid finish this race. This race, and hopefully, he got seventh in the playoffs. So if he can keep that up, he'll be staying in the playoffs. But other than that, the other points, and I'll catch you in the next race. Peace.